Okay, so now we're going to go right into some more strategies. Two things that I always do before I start a game with my partner is I remind my partner which way the wind's blowing. Hey Joe, we're hitting into the wind. Hey Joe, we're hitting with the wind. Hey Joe, Phil's a left-handed player. Or, hey Joe, everybody's right-handed. So I want my partner to know if we have any left-handed opponents, and I want him to know which way the wind's blowing. You're in a tournament situation, you generally want to talk to your partner as to who do we want to pick on. You know, we want to hit the guy in the blue shirt, we want to hit the guy in the yellow shirt, because generally a lot of times you won't know their names, but when you warm up, or maybe you've seen them play earlier in the day, you try and pick one person that you want to hit the ball to. That does a couple things. One is, hopefully they're the worst player, and they'll make more mistakes. If they're both about the same, it's not a bad idea to pick one to pick on, because that puts that one person under an awful lot of stress. When I'm playing in a tournament and I hit a third shot into the net, I know 100% if the next ball that comes to me to hit a third shot, if I hit that into the net, every single ball after that that's going to be a third shot, they're going to make me hit, because they see that I'm having control problems right now, and they want to put me under a lot more stress by making me hit that third shot. So you see somebody that's dinking, they put one dink into the net, next time they're dinking, they put the next one into the net, every single dink is going to go to that person. It's just smart pickleball. In open play, rec play, games that don't mean anything, you want to make sure that you hit at least 50% of the balls to the better player. We're very, very fortunate here in the Villages. We have several high quality national open winners that we get to play against. It's a very bad thing if they come out to be your opponent and you hit every ball to their partner. It's no fun for them because they've come to play and you're not hitting them any balls. It's no fun for their partner because you're making them hit every ball. So if you're in open play, make sure that you hit at least 50% of the balls to the better player. And generally what I will do, I'll tell my partner ahead of time, hey Joe, I'm going to hit at least 50% of the balls to Brian. So that he knows I'm not stupid. He knows that I don't really care whether we win or not. I want to get better because I'm hitting to the better player. And I want that better player over there to have fun and his partner to have fun. So in open play, games that don't mean anything, hit at least 50% of the balls to the better player. Communication is a really big thing with me. So yours, mine, out. Almost every time when we're going to hit the third shot, I serve, the ball comes back down the middle. Almost every time I'm going to say yours or mine. I do that because that is the one biggest time where either we both go for the ball or neither of us go for the ball. So balls down the middle on the third shot, almost every single time I'm going to say yours or mine. Another big thing is out or good. If you lob over my head and I have to go back to hit that ball, my partner better say either good or no. It's much, much easier for my partner, who's just standing there watching the ball go back, to tell me whether that ball is going to be good and I should hit it, or whether I should let that ball go out. It's much more difficult for me backpedaling, going to hit that ball, whether or not I should hit it. I shouldn't be making the choice. I'm the one hitting it. My partner is the one that should be making the choice. So communication is a really big key thing. If my opponents hit a ball hard and I know it's going to go out, I'll yell no. I don't want my partner to hit that ball. You want to try and watch your partner. This is something that if you watch the top players in the world, they never clash, they never both go for the same ball, and they both never let the ball go by. They're always really, really good at intuitively knowing who's going to take the ball. Generally, it's based on where the ball is, who's got the better shot, and who makes the first twitch to the ball. You want to try and, when you're playing, in addition to watching the ball and facing the ball, you also want to watch your partner. So when I'm playing, I dink the ball comes back down here the middle. As soon as I see my partner twitch, like he's moving to the ball, I'm pulling off of the ball. I'm letting my partner take that ball. And hopefully my partner's doing the same thing. I dink the ball comes back down the middle. I don't see him twitch, so now I go ahead and take it. As soon as he sees me move, he's pulling off. Okay, now we're going to talk about a shot that I'm not really crazy about, that a lot of intermediate players love to do, and that's the lob. Intermediate players use the lob way too much. And I'm not saying the lob's not a good shot, but the reason I don't like intermediate players or beginner players to use it is because they're substituting the lob for the third shot, and they're substituting blasting the ball all the way from the baseline for their third shot. And if that's all you do, you just continue to lob or blast the ball, you're never practicing the nice, soft, controlled shot, the third shot, into the non-volley zone, which is normally your best shot. So a good time to lob the ball, if you are going to lob, is you're dinking the ball, dinking the ball, dinking the ball, and then you want to go cross court over the backhand of the player. Try and get it deep, try and get it high. That's generally the best time to lob. You can also lob when you have to gain some time. Let's say that your partner is drawn off the court to a really good wide shot. You have to cover the whole court. You want to try and give time for your partner to get back. That might be a good time to try and lob the ball. It gives your partner some more time to get back onto the court and into the game. Usually it's easier to lob into the wind than it is with the wind. So kind of take that into consideration when you're playing against people, whether or not you want to lob. If you do a bad lob, so if you're playing and I hit a lob from up here at the non-volley zone, if I had a lob and it's a really short lob, one that I know they're going to crush at me, the best thing to do is do not start backpedaling and try and gain time. My suggestion is once you see that, take one quick step back, face the ball, get low, and because they're going to probably try and hit it at your feet, get low and try and dig that ball back. So the problem is if you're just moving backwards, you have very little chance of getting that ball back. If you give yourself one quick hop back, stop, split step, face the ball, get low, you've got a much better chance of getting that ball back. If you're back, you and your partner are back and they're crushing the balls at you, and you lob the ball back, what you're looking for is if your partner lobs a ball or you lob a ball, that you can come up immediately as soon as you see that you're driven your partner's back, or that they're going to have to take that lob with the backhand, you immediately want to rush the net. One thing that I like to do a lot whenever that happens is I'm going to say to my partner, come up, come up. Even if my partner is really already coming up, I still a lot of times will say come up, because I want that person that's going back looking at the ball, I want him to hear me say come up to my partner. Now he's thinking, oh crap, they're moving up to the line, I'm moving back for that lob, I've got to hit a really good lob, and it gets into their head. So it's a really good time to communicate with your partner to come on up. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what happens when you're playing and a ball dribbles over the net onto your side. What you want to try and do is, when you go in to hit that ball, first of all, you want to come in as shallow as possible. You want to try and take a big step instead of a couple small steps. So you want to come in hopefully with 1 foot, hit the ball as close to the net back over as you can, and then push off and then get out of the non-volley zone. That's the quickest way to get out of the non-volley zone. One large step, hit the ball short, back out of the non-volley zone. The reason you're hitting it short is now you're making your opponents come in and hit the ball. If I were to come in and hit that dribbler deep, then they would be able to fairly easily just pop me right in the belly button and I wouldn't be able to get out. So you either want to try and go shallow, as close to the net as possible, or you can go at a steep angle as close to the net as possible. So it looks like this.
Okay.
now we're going to demonstrate just the opposite. I've hit a ball that dribbles over the net. My opponent has to come in to get the ball. And what I'm going to try and do to my opponent when they try and get out of the kitchen. So it looks like this. Ball dribbles over the net. They come in. Try and hit them right in the belly button as they're backing up, trying to get out of the non-volley zone. I see so many people that when this happens, instead of going back at the person that comes in, for some unknown reason, they go back to their partner. Watch and see if that's not the case when you play an open play. 95% of the time, ball dribbles over, this person brings it back, whoever they go to, they hit it back to this person's partner, not to them. Not the smart way to do it.